Right now, I'm just kind of tidying things up in here because I have really let this part of my garage shop area just go to hell in a handbasket. And I am trying to deal with that now. Clean it up a little bit, maybe get it organized, semi-organized. Organizing has never been my strong suit, but we're going to try. I picked up these nice low fatigue mats. Dollar General, they're 18 bucks for 4 of them normally, but they were BOGO. So I've got 8 instead of 4. Got the floor area cleaned up a little bit. We're going to put it down. And you guys can ask whatever questions you might have. I'll be giving updates about a lot of things. I know a lot of you are anxious for me to get going on the Corvair again. I am very anxious to be able to drive it again. I've just ordered a clutch disc from Clark's. And I do have a flywheel. I think I've showed that to you. The problem with the car is the flywheel broke. Sounds like a clothes dryer full of ball bearings when it's running. It hasn't been out of the garage since July, but here is a new to me flywheel from California Corvairs. It's welded, so we shouldn't have that issue again. Knock on wood. All right, so let's get these bad boys out. Hey, they're paper thin, but hey, for the price, I mean, what did I expect, right? Let's see. I'll have to move the camera around, obviously, to show you exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see. Put down one. All right, let's see if I can angle it downward, and you can see kind of what I'm doing. There's the outer edge of one. You got one. This is butted up against the workbench where the camera is, and 2. Well, it almost fits. I'm gonna have to cut that one, I think. And over here, I'll do one this way. No point in doing them underneath the toolbox because I'm just gonna have to, you know, looks like 3 will get me where I need to be. I might not even need all of these. Put this third one in here. My kid's dead on arrival hoverboard is sitting here. Problem when you have a family and you have to share a garage. Why, I sure hope this channel gets monetized at some point so I can eventually have my own shop and my own space just for working on cars. And this is the problem. There's always an avalanche of shit every time I move anything out here. And it's just, we need to do a serious Goodwill run in this garage, I tell you. Serious Goodwill run, as opposed to a humorous Goodwill run. Or Habitat Restore, they're another good one if you've got stuff you don't need. New bumper for the Camry's in the way. I've got to do that project too. Now that it's autumn and the humidity level is down, we can definitely do that. One that doesn't want to go together because there's too much you-know-what in the way. But we're going to get it. Okay. This is good, or I can actually just scoot this over another little bit and it's not in the way. Perfect. This probably isn't necessary at all, but hey. Any little thing I can do at my ripe old age of 40 is going to be a nice improvement, you know? This one I'm going to have to cut. So, or I could just scoot it over about 8 inches and not care. Go a third row out here, 2, and then another 2. I don't see any point in cutting this. It's only a few inches. Yeah, let's Just leave it. Oh, well, that won't work. It's got to go that way. All right, fine. So, need a box cutter. Let's go. And a straight edge. I have one right here. I've also got to organize all my tools. That's another big thing on the list. Gotta happen. Guard your privacy by yada yada blah blah. All right. Let's see. Box cutter, you know. Sharp blade is always the safest, so naturally I'm using one that's so dull it wouldn't cut butter. This is not going to be a precise cut. We're going to go a little big. And these things were so cheap, I really couldn't care less. There we go. Measure twice, cut once, right? Don't have to make a huge cut, and that's a good thing. Let's see. I don't know if you guys are chatting or if I'm just not seeing it, or... Yeah, the Camry bumper, that's another project I've actually got to get to at some point. Because now that the weather is prime for painting, we only get that very brief window here in South Carolina in the fall time. In springtime, the humidity level is good too, but then the pollen is flying, and forget it. Doesn't help that fall is also usually the busiest time of the year, which is why I haven't had a lot of content out lately. Let's see. Let's get this dealt with. That was easy enough. Actually, that piece is kind of wasted, but oh well. Now this fits. Perfect. It'll be a nice addition to this area. It'll class the joint up a little bit. Let's open up package number 2. And we can move on to other projects. You can't see it behind you, but there's a pile of crap all over my workbench too. Like I said, I've been battling ulcerative colitis all summer long. I just haven't had the energy to really do anything right, so... I actually just had my first infusion of a new drug called Skyrizi the other day. It's a biologic. I'm hoping it starts working soon and I start feeling better. Because I want to get back to work on cars and doing the things I enjoy again. Alright. That's number 2. Number 3, there is a mountain of crapola in the way. Don't look so shocked. Let's see, I've got this hoverboard, which won't take a charge. The ceiling fan, which I need to haul over to the Habitat Restore. That's actually my preferred place to give things away. Okay. That was dumb. Would it be one of my videos if I didn't knock something over, right? William H. Thank you. I see you there. All right. Feel free to ask me anything if you want to, whether it's about the channel, about life, what have you. What you got going on for Halloween? I'll probably be putting my Halloween decorations up very soon. Move my air compressor over here. That's another thing that's long on my list, is a more powerful compressor than this little Harbor Freight. Guy's good for, you know, inflating the kids' basketballs or the pool floats, or, as my uncle once said, very colorfully, sticking up your ass and counteracting a fart. What is the hardest project you've taken on with the Corvair? Wow. There were a couple that were really hard. One of them was rebuilding the shifter linkage because a tube was bent. Another one was replacing the head. Those both took a while. Also, running down the fuel issue that I had for a while was very difficult just because I had no idea what the problem was. So there was a lot of firing of the parts cannon at this thing that blew a huge hole in my bank account, and so those are probably the top 3 hardest ones. Good question. Very difficult, but very rewarding. It's one thing this car has taught me, it is perseverance. Above all else. And if you want to have a classic car, you need patience and perseverance. Those are the 2 major personality traits you're going to need, because they are going to tear up on you. They are going to make you want to question your sanity at times for owning them. Sometimes people question my sanity with it before I even bought this car. Oh, got to take this piece out. At some point I'm going to have to go inside and check on my dog. I've got a 3-year-old chocolate lab. Her name is Bella. And she's a very good dog for the most part, but Labradors, you know how they can be. They can be naughty. You leave a food item out unattended, it's gone. All right. This is great. Got 2 rows. I can do 1 more row of 2 mats. Very good. I can move some of this stuff back to where it was. And then we can start on my tool chest, which is bad. I have a tendency to just throw crap in the top of it. And yeah, that's not a good plan. Don't do what I do when it comes to tool storage. Take care of your tools and stay organized. Nope, you're not tipping over again. And this last one, I just have to move this bin of random stuff back to where it actually was. And that's my shop vac falling over. And my stool that would normally be in front of the workbench. This stuff is all in the way. Some of this stuff would normally live in this area, but I need it out of the way so I can put this mat down, which I may need to take this out when we actually do the Corvair's flywheel, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. And I'm hoping to do a collaborator with another YouTuber, but that's not a definite thing yet, so I don't want to get your hopes up. Okay, my low fatigue mat is in place. Very, very good. Let's see. Wow, 19 people. That's the most I've ever had in one of these. And part of the problem is I never throw anything away. My wife never throws anything away. We are a couple of high-functioning hoarders. All right. So I really can't throw stones from my glass house, or glass shop as it would be. Let's hang this back up. Just the camera. So that you can get a better look at what we're doing now. Next thing on the list, let's see. This might actually be a very good spot for the compressor right here next to the slop sink. Slop sink's a wonderful tool, by the way. I don't build a garage without it. Alrighty. Get my stool back here. And the next thing that I want to show you. Oh, my bottle of Super Clean fell down. Dalton from Pole Barn Garage turned me on to that stuff. Very good degreaser. Don't use any other brand. And I'm not sponsored by it, so yeah, that's a neutral, unbiased endorsement. And I picked these up at Harbor Freight, and they were way marked down. $17 for 3 socket trays, because my socket drawer, oh boy. Yeah, I'll just turn the camera and let you get a load of this. How bad? Yeah, these socket rails, I tried them, don't like them. Always too lazy to put them back on after I'm done. So, these might be a better solution. Now, one holds 80, the other holds 92. I just went with different colors because figured that would make them easier to tell apart. One is SAE, the other is metric. And these are just cheap plastic, but let's see. Let us get the 1/2 inchers first. See, I'm bad about this. I put this still on the ratchet. 1 1/4, 1 1/8, 1 1/16. That one is for getting the oil filter off the Camry. Let's see what we got on this one. This is a 13/16. Again, I throw them in here loose. I wonder why I can never find them. And I'm, where the heck is this? Where the heck is that? That's why you could never find a 10mm socket. So let's, let us get all our 1/2 inchers, take it off of this stupid rail, which I've never been a fan of. Half the time the holders fall off. 7/8. You can get a better angle here. No point in doing this if you guys can't see it, right? Let's see, this is 15/16. I need to see this. This is great. 3/4. 11/16. 5/8. These are very handy when your kids are learning fractions in math class also. 7/16. We are missing the 1/2 incher, or it's just in the wrong position. Because again, laziness. I may offer these things for sale on Marketplace. This is 3/8. I think that takes care of the 1/2 inch sockets. At least the SAE ones, I'll probably find more of them. Let's see what we got here. These are metric. These are the, what do you have at 3/8? There's a bunch of them missing. All right. We have got 3/4. Never hurts to have the same size in multiple drive sizes. Sometimes you can't always get the big one in. 11/16. Or if you're me, you lose one. 5/8. A lot of these are missing. Hopefully they turn up. I really need to buy some impact sockets also. This is a 19mm. We'll get to him later. Now I got to check the metric rail and make sure there's none of these on here. 9/16. Important one for working on a Corvair. You can take the whole car apart with a 9/16 wrench. All right. There's that. This is 3/8. 3/8. 3/8. Where's that other loosey-goosey? That's not what I need. A couple of those are 1/4 inchers though. Those are 1/4s. This one that I found earlier is a 7/16. All right. We got a couple loose ones. Those are 1/4 inch drive though. All right. Well, that's the next size anyway. I've got to actually clean out the drawer and get that going. Look at this cute little 1/4 inch size one. Let's see, these are these metric or SAE? Metric. metric. 10 millimeter. You have no idea how often one of these bad boys can go missing. Like that. Nice try. I think it succeeded that time. Nope. Let's see. All right. One of these are the metric 1/4 inchers. There's a the SAE. Oh, we got this one. That's a 13. We'll get to him later. This one. Here we go. This is 11/32. You can barely read half of these. They're so small. Maybe I'm just getting old. Who knows? 5/32. No. Yeah. There is no 5/32 on here, believe it or not. Go figure that one out. We'll just put it where it... Oh! It's because they're so small. This one is a... Can't even read it. 3/16. There's something oddly satisfying about this. A 1/4 inch. Boom. 9/32. And what do we have here? 7/32. Boom. Actually, I think these are for deep wells that are in the back there. Move these all up front here. I don't know that I actually have any that are deep well for that, but who knows. Oh, there's tall and short ones on all of these. How did I not notice this? Well, that's good. That gives me room for other things on these, like spark plug sockets, which can go on here. Let's get these all moved. I can get rid of all these other goofy things that are in here. All right. This thing of razor blades can move up into another drawer. That's been made into a mess. And a little public service announcement, if you're ever going to throw out blades, you'd wrap them in tape. Just good to your trash collector. You never know who's going to be handling it later. These are moving up to the middle drawer. You're getting rid of all the dumb stuff that's in here. Let's see, I've got these Allen head ones. These are... No, they're SAE. So we will find a spot for them on here also. I don't know if these are really going to work on here, though. 7/32. I don't see 7/32 on here. Everything but. So maybe these are just going to have to stay on this stupid thing for a while. The metrics. This is a spark plug socket. It is 3/8, 9/16. Magnetic. Always go magnetic on these things. Don't do it any other way, you'll be cursing yourself. Doesn't want to go on there. So we'll just flip it over. these out of here. What do we got here? This is an adapter. And where those are going to go. I'll keep one rail for those. We've got torque wrenches, and all the drives are in here too. And oil filter cap wrenches. I don't know why this is in here. Another spark plug, and I've got extensions and everything in there. Breaker bars, you name it. Nut driver, this is it metric? Is it? Neither, it's an adapter of some kind. It's an adapter for screwdriver bits. This is a 5/16. Anyhow, sorting sockets, probably not the most riveting thing I've ever done on this channel. But hey, it's got to be done, and there's something satisfying about this. Get all this junk out of here for now. And we'll sort it all out. Don't really need half these cap wrenches anymore. I've only got 2 cars, and they don't fit either of them. One of them is pretty well banged up and abused, because I hate cartridge oil filters. They're just so stupid and unnecessary. Alrighty, let's get these situated. The SSD, and I'll show you all the... Ugh, this is probably not going to fly. The metric will probably have to go in front of that. I did not think this one through. Well, I hope I can make these work. I really do. I don't want... Well, you'll see when I'm done sorting all of these. Well, this can go... Oh, it'll work. It'll definitely work. Who am I kidding? All right. Let's get the metric ones done next. Okay. These are the metric ones. They're blue, and they hold more sockets. I just chose them because I thought it would be good to color code them. I suppose you're wondering when I'm going to drop another video. I have another Big Al's Top 10 done. As the last one did great, and then the one after it just tanked hard for some reason. Let's see. 18, I really don't have a whole lot of metric sockets. 18, 17, 15, 13. Weird set that I got from Harbor Freight years ago. When you work on both old cars and modern cars, you need both. This is not a 1/2 inch, so we won't worry about that. All right, metric is in there. Breaker bars, and that might be a bit of a problem, fitting all that stuff in. Let's do our 3/8. Let's get this 19. Let's see. 12. This one is 13. One we never want to lose is the 14, because that's the one that I changed the Camry's oil drain plug with. It's the only one I got. 15. 16. And I'm guessing you're going to be 17. So we're missing an 18 millimeter. We've got the adapter. Stick that on the SAE for right now. Put these in. Do our 1/4 inchers. Call it done. This is going to be a much better way, I think, to store the sockets. And I can always lay the breaker bars in right in front of this, and torque wrenches. And this drawer will actually be in some semblance of order. The drawer above it is supposed to be pliers and stuff. This is 8. This is 10. The one and only 10 millimeter socket that I've got. We all know the joke about them going missing. I can list these socket rails up on Marketplace. Make some room in the shop. 11. Let's see. I'll probably be wrapping this up fairly soon. 12. My dog is probably going to want me to come and play with her a bit. I appreciate y'all tuning in and hanging out with me while we clean up the shop a bit. Just a bit. Still got a long way to go. But we're moving in the right direction, and that's what's important. 7. And 6. That is the metric ones. Okay. Now I've just got to lay my breaker bars, torque. Oh, wait, we got another loose socket in here. Oh, it's one of these Allen head ones. Can I get away with sticking them on top of this? And will it clear the drawer? Probably not. Be nice if they did. I mean, yeah, this is a much improved, this is a big improvement. I'll show you the finished product in a second. I think, you know what I can do? 13/16. Yeah, I can just stick these on top like that. There is no 7/32 though. These are just gonna have to go in their own place. Much as I hate that. Let us get the drives, extensions, and all that good stuff. Got this, the Ultimate Persuader breaker bar in case I ever need it. And I have needed it a few times. Let's see, we have the regular breaker bar. I use that one the most often. We have got stubby drive, super helpful, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/8. We have got our impact drivers. This spark plug is in here for some reason. Came out of the Camry. Sayonara. Alrighty. There's a spade bit here that doesn't belong in here. We got our extensions, and these bits don't belong in here. They're going to come up here for now. They go in the next drawer up. And see, this right here is why I don't like those other socket holders. And Grateful Harbor Freight had those on sale. This is a much better solution. Got these extensions. get the drives and the extensions in right here. The extensions can go up here. And the other bits that I don't have room for. Sockets and the filter cap wrenches, which normally live in the other. My 2 long torque wrenches will have to go in the front here also, which I'm not crazy about, but where else are they going to go? The big thing is putting it back like this when I'm done with a job and I'm hot and sweaty and just want to take a shower. And we've got these U-joints. Need to go in. Those are impact rated. There's a 1/4 inch one. All right. These things. I might have to put these on a socket rail. I really hate to do it though. Drives me crazy. I'll figure something out for these later. I'm just going to stick them back behind here and not think about them and continue to wonder why my socket drawer is a mess. Okay, let's see. One more torque wrench. We're just going to take it out of its case. I think this is the inch pounder. And we need these. Also, don't want to lose them. Impact drives. Oh, wait, this is a screwdriver. Okay. Let us have a look at the finished product here. Much better. More efficient way of storing sockets, if I do say so myself. Let's see, we've got another, what is this? 5/8 spark plugger. That's a rubber one. The rubber spark plug sockets suck, by the way. They always come off and get stuck, and they're just bad news. You always want to go magnetic. I'm making some definite inroads on this project. Thank God for that. And I dropped the other one. This is another thing we can get rid of now. Let's see, we have got 13/16. And we have got 3/4. Great. Much better. Now I need to clean all the crap off my workbench. And yeah, that's another project for another day. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed just watching me putter around, and I will see you on my next video.